Hey friends, it's been a little while on my blog here about real post adoption, but I wanted to come to you whether you're seeing this live or in the replay. I just got done with a visit with my daughter's family, and I just wanted to share a few things that you may or may not know, and I'm going to try to do this. Number one, I've got a few tears in my eyes. I was reading something different. It just made me really think about relationships and friendships and connections, and it really hits home on what I was talking to about with my son as he came home. So I'm going to try not to ramble. I'm going to try to stick to a point. Thank you if you're tuning in or seeing this somewhere else. And for privacy, I want to keep, names and everything out of it. But I guess I just want to say, for a little bit of support maybe for me and to you, if you've had this situation or you know somebody that's in the situation, is, hopefully you can hear me. I know my daughter's got her iPad going in the background. We have two kiddos. And you are watching Peppa Pig. We have two kiddos, and one of the situations is helping us to be able to have a relationship. I hear you. Yes, I know you are. This is real live here. One of the situations is allowing us to have a connection that is becoming a really good connection with our daughter's family. And with our sons, we do have, I know they see it. With our sons, we do have a connection with the family because I wanted to, and a variety of reasons that we need to. But unfortunately, there's not as much in-person connection. More occasionally, if it happens on the phone. Phone calls, text, different things like that. And ultimately, that is being run and guided now. The person who's kind of calling the shots is my son. And at the end of the day, we just talked about it. He's choosing to not see his biological family because of certain reasons that are his reasons. And I have to honor that. I'm here to support. I'm here to love him. I'm here to continue to get information, even if I have a relationship with him a little bit differently. Again, for a variety of reasons, and that we've built that up over the past few years. But if you adopt a kiddo and they choose to not want to see their biological family, whether for a year, a day, a week, or 5 years, or the rest of their life, I'm learning, especially as he gets older, that I have to honor that. For my little girl, she's younger. She really doesn't know what all is happening. And I'm trying to forge a relationship because that's what we said we would do. And it also is what we feel is the best thing now. And will continue to do so as long as it's good for both parties. And I guess I say this because I think sometimes people wonder, well, why are you still seeing the biological family? And ultimately, I think that's up to each and every one individual adoption who deals with post-adoption. And I just want you to see there are stark differences in my family. Two kiddos. Okay, I'll help you here in just a minute. We're almost done. And if it's so different in my family, it's got to be different with you, whether your story, you know the birth family, you don't know the birth family. I know friends that have different situations where they see one family and they don't see the other. At the end of the day, regardless of my son's choices, he's still going to struggle over it. And he literally said he didn't understand why. He doesn't think it's fair to a certain extent. And I'm honoring that and listening and guiding him and helping him. And the good thing is this other family has actually kind of accepted him as one of their own. And they see how much of a great big brother he is to our little girl. So I haven't talked to you in a while. I'm trying to keep up with posts. This summer, I'm trying to be there for my kiddos. Obviously, we all do. If you don't know, I do run some businesses on my private page and just in general in my spare time on Tuesday at 4 a.m. Just kidding, but not really. So I do that occasionally, but I really have tried to hone in and be present this summer. Not that I'm always present, but I know we as mamas get busy. Have you ever felt like that? And you don't feel like, you do feel like you're just spinning and you're never really, you're there, but you're not there. I'm trying to really be there more. You were where? I know you weren't. So the point of this is, if you know someone that is struggling to decide, because I do get asked this a lot, should you or shouldn't you see the biological family post-adoption? And if you do, how do you do it? There are agencies to go through. Always you're going to have to protect, just be safe, meet in public places until you're comfortable to do something other. But I think at the end of the day, us mamas, husbands, fathers, parents, single dads, whatever it is, have that instinct on when something's right and when something's not right. Okay, we're getting ready to go in. And that's what I want you to know. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions, but we are dealing with two stark differences in situations in my family. And it's a little bit of a struggle sometimes, clearly on me. That's kind of why I wanted to come and talk to you guys. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to do what's best, I think, for my kiddos, while also honoring my kiddos' wishes once they're able to process some of that and understand and tell me what they truly want. Which when you're 3, you don't really know. Or you try to act like you know and tell everybody what to do. Hashtag 3-nager, I think I've heard people say. But when you're 10, almost, and you're really starting to process where you've been and where you're going and what you're going through, that's a hard place to walk through. My hope is that a few years, hey Jody, a few years down the line, she's saying hi too, a few years down the line is that he would be able to make even more decisions for himself that are grounded in the why and the how and the understanding, and be accepting of himself more so. But right now we're working so much on him. I think it's so difficult to introduce, and that's one of the main reasons I can say, without giving you the exact reasons on why we are not seeing that particular family, is he's not ready to see them. Even if he says that, he is not emotionally, mentally, etc. prepared to see them, knowing what he's been through, and just what's happened in the past, well, all his life, but and so recently, and understanding and processing where he's coming from, to then add on to it another relationship with a family that technically is not yours anymore. I mean, they aren't. We're his family. But, as I even just said, I'm forever grateful for the biological family, and forever grateful that he will always have 2, and now he's actually got another 3rd family in my daughter's extended family. How cool is that? I'm trying to say that as a mom and let him know. But, and that's what I guess we need to focus on. But I live for the day that he can stand up and say, you know, I am who I am. I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of where I've come from. It was rough, but it's gotten me here, and it's taken me places. And he actually, on my other page, I did a video one time, and he wanted to talk about how other kids could get into foster care. And he's going to inspire a lot of y'all. Y'all just wait. You might want to get his signature autograph. We actually just went to a guitar store. He's working on playing. He's very musically talented, and I'm trying to help him tap into that. So, this is Real Talk with Allison, and it's post-adoption. Whether you know someone that has been through this, or you know someone considering it, I'm really just trying to share with a certain level of privacy that I wasn't prepared for post-adoption. I don't think anybody is. And day by day we get there. And day by day it gets better. It might get a little harder, but it gets better. But we learn new things, and we learn new tools, and the kids learn coping mechanisms, and you figure this out and navigate. There's no way a year ago I would have even told you that we'd be doing what we're doing right now. And I don't know even what we're going to be doing tomorrow. So how we handle things, you kind of just have to go with the flow, but you got to do what's right, and you got to do what ultimately our mama heart feels is best for our kiddos. Wouldn't you do that in any situation? They're trying to run across the road, you stop them. You know, you want to protect them, but at the same token, if they want to jump on the trampoline, if you're watching them and they can be safe, you want them to be able to kid. So it's this fine balance between what's going to help them remember their family, where they came from, be respectful to them, grow up and enjoy. I've also listened to lots of adults talk about this. At the end of the day, I think most people feel that if you can keep some sort of biological connection, even if it's tiny, the child's going to be better off in the long run. Is it going to be hard for you as the parent? Heck yeah. But if you can, I think that's what even like therapists have said and have talked to me, that that's going to help the most at the end of the day. Unless there's a safety or restraining order type thing that their safety, if their safety is going to come into play, then you got to check it, and you got to be smart and be a wise adult and make those decisions, even if your kiddos don't want to. And we as parents have our kiddos till they turn 18 and they're an adult. And then we can hope and pray that at 18 they're going to be smart enough to make good choices and that we've been there for them. Got about 8 more years on one, about 15 on the other. So I hope that gives you a little bit of insight. Feel free to share if you know someone that is interested in adoption, questioning, going through post-adoption, going through adoption, going through the foster care journey, or anything. I got asked about it at the store today. Someone going through infertility and looking at possible adoption. It's beautiful. It can be very difficult, but it can be one of the most beautiful, difficult journeys you've ever lived and survived to this day. There's a quote that says, I think the most beautiful, or the journey to the, I'll have to find it. The journey, I used to have it on my backdrop on my computer, and I still did, and I've seen it come up so many times, but it's something about the journey to your destination is long and winding and beautiful. I don't know, something like that, but I'll post it on here once I can find it. But love y'all. Hope that you have a fabulous day. I just wanted to share. Haven't shared a lot on this page, and I hope that y'all enjoy your wonderful Wednesday. Thank you for joining Real Talk with Allison. Bye.